Hello, hello. Hey Sushmita, can you hear me?
Yes, please tell me.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Tasneem. I'm the senior manager at 98 percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with XLR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were so precise in giving all the information to us. It was extremely great to get associated with them and have a drive at XLR campus. So we are very, very happy that we got a chance to do this. Now, coming to the students, what XLR had, I think they were extremely enthusiastic. They were well prepared. They were aware of what they are coming for. I think there was some back end preparation which they did that was commendable. They also were very confident and they were open to any kind of thing we were asking them to do. That was the, I think, the best part. Now, I really hope we have a very, very fruitful association with each one of them and XLR in future. We are really looking forward to have many more drives like this.
Hi everyone, my name is Prachi Sharma and I'm the Senior Project Manager for IT Department at 90th percentile. So today we were here for this IT bootcamp, right, this technical drive and at XLR. So it was a great experience and I would feel that the students, they are the freshers, right, but it doesn't seems like that. So if I talk about their technical and cognitive ability, they all seems pretty good in that, and that's what I felt. And I guess they have been taught pretty well at XLR, so that's how they have performed good in their aptitude and the technical tests. So I wish them very all the best, and it was a very great experience over here.
Hi, this is Patan, Technology Consulting Manager from 98th percentile. We visited XLR for the campus placement drive and it went very well today. Ms. Ambika, Ms. Pragati, everyone received us greatly here and we had a lot of enjoyable time here. The students even had great experience with us. They were interactive, they had good aptitude and all the technological skills they showed. I think they were all well and we really appreciate their time that they spared to us, and I think we will be doing a great job. We are expecting a lot of people to be hired from them. Let's see. It was a great experience altogether.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
From entering into the cyber tower to exiting out of this tower, the XLR team has been received me with such a care and pleasure.
I am the part of this XLR since 4 months. From the third month itself, they have conducted the placement sessions from the third month itself, and this is the fourth month, and this is the 90th percentile is one of the placement drive I have attended so far, and attending to this drive is such a good experience for me. All the HRs and the team made us feel very comfortable and confident.
XLR helped me a lot and I experienced a lot of things today. So I'm really hope to be placed in that company. I'm confident about that. Thank you.
This was my first association with XLR. I had got a call from Ms. Shubha and we fixed a drive here. Today when we came here, I was not expecting much, but the hospitality was too good, staff is quite cooperative, and it's like a happy-go-lucky kind of a environment here when it comes to XLR people. When it comes to candidates, yeah, we have got few candidates and they are all agreeing to all our terms and conditions, and I hope they join the organization and work for us, and I'm expecting long-term association with XLR people with more recruitments or more collaborations with them.
XLR has been a good partner for us because we found some of the candidates were excellent, and we wanted people with good business experience, not only just the Java or whatever full stack development or whatever they were being trained on. They were also people with a good background knowledge, and whom we have really shortlisted, and we assume that they are going to make a good career in BusyBrains.
XLR arranged our placements for the Busy Brains company. I felt good. I hope that it will be positive for us and change our lives in IT sector. So thank you, XLR.
Hi, my name is Revant. I joined XLR's course of data analytics. While the course was going through, the faculty were very good. They were guiding us really well, and they were providing in-depth insights of the industry. We were taught the latest things, we were taught what the industry needs, and after that, post completion of my course, we were going through a live project where we were facing real-time scenarios, and we were encountering all those scenarios which we would be encountering in a job. We completed the project and we got through a certification which stated that we got a data analytics certification from XLR, and after that we were placed in mock interviews, and they also gave us how the interviews are and how tough they are. The interviews were really good, and post completion of the mock interview they started placement drives. Today is my first placement drive in a company called BusyBrain. I really want to thank XLR for providing me this opportunity, and I'm really hoping to see much more opportunities in the future. Thank you, XLR.
When I came into XLR, the learning experience was very good. Today there was the interview session from BusyBrain's company. The interview session went extremely well. I got to learn many new things. Thank you, XLR.
So I'm here to do a campus drive. I'm coming from a company called Dotline. I deal with HR and operations, and unexpectedly I got a call from Ashwin sir. So he was saying about XLR solutions and the way he approached us, saying that the candidates will be trained as per our requirements. So digital marketing was the immediate requirement. We have gone through the interview process. It was quite excited to see good number of talent pools in XLR. We could shortlist couple of them, and we have given some placements as well, even both for the full-time as well as internship. So overall our experience with XLR is nice, and we look forward for a long-term relationship with XLR and the excited team. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rupesh and I work with Dotline as a performance marketeer and I've got about like 15 plus years of experience. So today I happen to come here for the placement drive, rightfully matched few profiles based on the requirement that we had. I'm so happy that XLR did a great job in terms of getting the pool of talents out and training them, and lucky that we are here so that we got the right match and we were able to get it. And thank you so much, XLR. Thank you.
So hello guys, myself Mohammad Tarhib. I am a graduate from aviation background, and then I thought of doing my course in digital marketing. So then XLR was the best opportunity for me. I took out digital marketing from them and then I enhanced my skills in digital marketing. They offered me a campus drive in a company called Dotline. They gave us 3 days of good session for student development program, wherein they gave us a good opportunity of learning whatever the skills is required for the interview, for us to enhance our skills and then perform well in interview. So yeah, after the interview went well and I have got selected in Dotline Designs right now, and I am excited for the opportunity coming up.
Hi, I am Pinky. I did my MBA in HR. How I got to know about this institute is through Google. And then we got a wonderful trainer whose name is Asar. He used to give theoretical ideas, and for this interview we had a prior 3-day session for just brushing up all the requirements needed to attend the interview, which is again a wonderful thing from XLR team. So I had a good experience in attending the interview session for Dotline company. Thank you.
My name is Rahul Ulkar. I'm been working as a senior architect in UX systems. So today we are here at XLR Systems for the placement drive, and I really appreciate the placement services that the team that I actually met. We really got a good service and hospital service. Actually, the way they actually welcome is really fantastic, and I love this is actually my one of the best experience that I have ever. And and about the student quality, today actually we had interviews with us to almost like 25 to 30 students, but the candidates are really good. I mean, with respect to knowledge, with respect to communication, I mean, they are much more familiar about the technologies. Most of the interviews we had in Java, and the students are really fantastic. Thank you.
I'm Hariprasad Bugate. So today we have come here.
Good evening, all. I hope you are doing well. Students, kindly inform your friends to join the session as soon as possible. So we are going to start today. I request please inform your friends to join the session. . Sir, good evening, sir. Is my voice audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yeah, you can start the session.
Sure, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Just let me know. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Hello. Okay. So last week we were discussing about some projects. Okay. I told you to read about IPFS. Sorry, not IPFS. The project was Filecoin. So did anybody go through that project? I think I have mentioned 2 to 3 projects. One was this Filecoin. Other was, I guess, Virtuals protocol, as far as I remember. Okay, so let's discuss about Filecoin. It's one of the prominent example on how we can use blockchain technology. Okay, so we're not saying Filecoin.io. Yes, that's their website. Yes, Filecoin is a distributed storage. So how it works? How it works? So Filecoin, Filecoin is just an economic layer which is built on IPFS. IPFS is idea which existed before blockchain we had. Okay, so even when we didn't had blockchain, we had the concept of IPFS. So what is IPFS? IPFS is just a way to store your data and retrieve your data from a distributed location, from a distributed storage. Okay, so now Filecoin are using this are using this IPFS to provide economic incentivity to all the people, to all the participants associated with the Filecoin. So let's see how it exactly works. I'm sharing my screen. Let's have community hard Howards to store the data. Yes. I think my screen is visible to everyone. Just do this. I'll get to know. Okay.
Sir, it is visible.
All right. So before understanding Filecoin, let's take an example. Okay, let's take an example. Suppose this is a user. This is a user, and let's say this person, let's say she is Alice. And Alice is having 50 MB of data. Now she don't want to store it on a centralized system like Google Drive, or it could be OneDrive. Okay, she wants to store in a decentralized manner. Okay, because it's more safe as compared to centralized systems. Okay, so what she did, she used IPFS. She used IPFS. She used IPFS. So now what IPFS will do, IPFS will suppose this data, yeah, 50 MB we have, right? Yeah. So now this data will be fragmented into parts. This data will be fragmented into parts. Let's say we have 4 parts, okay? So I'm just writing it here. D1, D2, D3, D4. Okay, D4. So this data, suppose this data is what do we call? Yeah, it's just a D. Okay, so now this D divides into 4 parts: D1, D2, D3, and D4. Now this IPFS system will calculate the hash of it. So let's say H1, H2, H3, H4. Okay, now again, if you guys remember the concept of Merkle tree, so what they do, they just combine it. H1, H2, okay, H3, H4. Again, they will combine it. So it's H1, H2, H3, H4. So this is the final data. Now this final data is known as CID. CID. What do you mean by CID? Anyone? I'll check this chat box. What do you mean by CID? What is CID? Please reply. What is CID? No. Okay. No, it's not crime investigation department. I mean, it's crime investigation department in the traditional world we live. Okay, but I'm asking from the perspective of this Filecoin, from the perspective of IPFS. So CID means it's content identification ID. It's content identification ID, or just identification. Yeah, it's content ID. That for every content you create, there's a unique ID. Okay, there's a unique ID. That's just a hash. It's just a hash of all the fragmented data which was hashed. Okay, now this CID is given back to Alice. Okay, this CID will be given back to Alice, which is H1, H2, H3, H4. Now, all this data D1, D2, D3, and D4,
Excuse
it
me,
will
sir.
be.
I'm sorry
Yeah,
for the
ma'am.
interrupt. Actually, your screen is
Oh,
not visible now.
okay. Let me see. Oh, yeah, it's not visible. I think it's now.
Yeah, now it is fine.
Okay. So I was saying that every data IPFS fragmented, we calculate the hash of it. H1, H2, H3, and H4. Now, if you guys remember the concept of Merkle tree, we calculate a segregated hash file or a hash value, which is known as CID in IPFS, or content identification ID. Okay, for every content, for every data, IPFS creates a unique hash, which is known as CID. Now this CID will be given to Alice. Okay, this CID will be given back to Alice. So she will be having this unique ID with herself, which will help her to retrieve the data in the future. Okay, we'll see that. Now this data H1, H2, H3, H4, it will be stored in a decentralized. It will be stored in a decentralized space, which is provided by IPFS. So IPFS is not blockchain. IPFS is a concept that stores data in a decentralized manner or a distributed manner. Okay, so this data will be stored with the decentralized, with multiple computers. Okay, now that means these people, I mean, all these are users, all the distributed computers are just the users. So user has to provide their space from their computer. It could be their hard drive. Okay, so this IPFS is just a distributed system. Now, what's the role of Filecoin here? So Filecoin is here to incentivize these people. Why? Because they are storing someone else's data. So they need some reward for it. So IPFS doesn't provide this reward. Who provides it? Filecoin provides. So Filecoin is just an economic layer that is built over IPFS. So Filecoin is a blockchain. So everything that is done on IPFS, okay, will be stored on Filecoin blockchain. So that is their concept. Okay, that is their concept. So instead of storing data, okay, on a centralized location, Okay, they store it on they store in a decentralized manner, and user is given by the CID. Okay, so instead of asking, oh, where's my data resided? So it's not at HTTP, it's reside as H1, H2, H3, H4. So this is your content ID. Suppose when Alice wants to retrieve that data, she will she will input this H1, H2, H3, H4 as CID, and then blockchain will fetch this information and will see with the help of IPFS what are the computers that are holding this information. Okay, and this is how Alice will be getting her data back. Okay, so IPFS again, it's not a blockchain, it's a distributed system. Okay, but we need to incentivize people, because it I mean, all the parties will not be having any motivation. They will just delete users data. But if they are getting some rewards for it, if they are getting some monetary value behind their activities by storing others data, okay, so that's why they will act honestly. They will keep data, users data with themselves, with all safety. Okay, so Filecoin is just a economic layer, or it's a blockchain that provides incentive to all the participants who are in IPFS. Okay, so this is what IPFS is. I'll share my screen. Wait. Why it's not showing my PPT? Yeah. Is my PPT visible? Just let me know. Okay. All right. Okay, so Filecoin and IPFS. So what is interplanetary file system? The full form of IPFS. So it's a peer-to-peer protocol for storing and sharing files in a distributed way. In a distributed way. Instead of relying on a central server, IPFS breaks files into chunks. I told you, in a fragmented manner. They hash it. They hash every chunk of the data. Okay, and gives them a unique identifier called CID. Okay, every hash H1, H2, H3, H4, you can assume it as CID, CID1, CID2, CID3, and CID4. Now with the help of Merkle tree, they create a unique CID. Okay. So whenever you want a file, you don't ask where it is, like in HTTP. Okay. Instead, you ask what it is, where it is, using your CID. All right. And what is Filecoin? So it's a blockchain-based storage network built on top of IPFS. It adds an economic layer, like I told you. Storage providers, I mean the person who are known as miners here, they provide storage if they have sufficient storage. Let's say I have sufficient storage in my computer. So I can rent it out. I can rent it out on IPFS. So if somebody wants to store their data in a decentralized manner, okay, I can store it. Okay, I can give my space as rent to them. Okay, so here storage providers get rewarded in Filecoin's native currency, which is known as FIL, for storing data and proving they really have it over time. All right, so now let's see how it exactly works. Okay, first point, clients upload their data. Suppose you are the client, you want to upload a file. Okay, let's say it's a research paper. It's a research paper that you want to upload on IPFS. Now, when you use IPFS, or let's say when you use Filecoin, that file is not stored as a whole. Instead, it is split into chunks. I think the default size is 256 KB each. Okay, so every data you store, it will be first fragmented, and every fragmented data is about 256 KB each. Okay. Now each chunk is hashed, H1, H2, H3, H4. Mathematical fingerprint, this is all we know. Each hash generates a content identifier which is known as CID, a unique ID for that chunk. So example I have taken, suppose your file is researchpaper.pdf. You split it into chunk A, chunk B, chunk C, and yeah, only three parts. Each chunk has its own CID, CID1, CID2, and CID3. And let's say we have split 4 as well, so we have CID4 as well. Okay. Second thing, again, they will combine to create a unique. Okay, they will create a unique CID. So they uses Merkle DAG tree or directed acyclic graph. Okay, so all these CIDs are arranged into Merkle directed acyclic graph. The root CID, a king of master hash. If you guys remember the root Merkle hash, that is just the current hash of the block. Okay, represents the whole file. If even one byte changes, the CID changes. We all know. That's why I always said Merkle tree is used for verifying a large set of data. Because if a single bit of data is changed, the entire hash value gets changed. Okay, so it's used for this way. Okay, so what I have written here, yeah. So it ensures integrity of the data. Okay, this is why. Okay, so when I created a project, okay, so it got a single CID. I'll tell you why. That CID was the root CID of your entire file, entirely linked to the chunk ID CID. So H1, H2, H3, H4, or you can assume it as CID1, CID2, CID3, CID4. Then they will be getting paired, and then we'll be getting CID 1, 2, 3, 4, or H1, H2, H3, H4 as a whole data. Now, third step, storing the data. So IPFS, like I told, it's a peer-to-peer network again. So chunk can be stored across multiple nodes. Okay, but in plain IPFS, node doesn't have incentivized to pin or keep your data forever. Why will anyone keep your data if they are not getting anything from it? Just think in this way. If I have enough space, I am renting it out so that other people can store their data. So I must be getting something out from it, right? I must be getting incentive from it. But with the plain IPFS, I was not getting one. Okay, so I have mentioned it here. If nobody pins it, they can vanish. I don't see any motive to store anyone's data, so I'll delete it. Okay, so this is where Filecoin comes in. That this solves that problem. I mean, this Filecoin solves that problem by acting as an economic layer. I hope you guys getting it. Okay. Now, fourth point, Filecoin's role or the economic layer. Filecoin creates a marketplace for storage. Ever imagine a marketplace for storage? Okay, it's like a market. It's like a again, like we see a marketplace of buying crypto, let's say NFT. It's a marketplace for storage. I want to store data. I visited Filecoin's marketplace. I see that this person is renting, let's say 1 TB of data. Okay, so I'll buy that. Okay, it's a marketplace for storage. Okay, so you, the client, make a storage deal with storage providers, or they are known as SPs. Okay, now your chunks are stored with multiple SPs. I should have written every chunk's
Sir,
hash
I'm
ID. Okay.
sorry. Sir, sorry.
Sorry, ma'am.
Actually, your screen is in only first page, sir. It is not at
Only
all
first page.
moving. Yeah, it is showing the
Hey,
first page.
let me just check. My internet is
And
also
it is
working
also
fine.
not full screen. And it is also not full screen.
We can't see the size. Okay, just let me just see for a while what's happening. I'll share my entire screen instead. Is it visible now? Is it visible?
Yeah, it
Ma'am?
is visible, sir.
Okay, let me just let me if it's moving or not. Is it moving?
Yeah, it is fine now.
Okay. So I'll repeat again. Okay. The working of IPFS. I'll repeat from here. Okay. Like I said, if suppose you're a client, you want to upload a file, let's say a research paper. Okay. Now, like I told you, your data will not be stored as a whole. Okay. Like we had in a centralized system. Instead, what will happen here is your data will be fragmented into chunks. Okay. And here in IPFS, the default size is 250 KB each. So you can imagine. Okay. Now each chunk is hashed, or each fragmented data will be hashed, and every data, every hash value are here is depicted in the form of CID. So you guys can imagine CID1, CID2, CID3, and CID4. Okay, this is, I think it's clear now. So when they combine, they'll get a unique CID. Okay. So each hash generates a content identifier, which is CID. Okay. And then I told you about this Merkle tree that creates the whole file in the form of CID, or the root CID, or the root Merkle hash. Okay. So all these CIDs are arranged into a Merkle directed acyclic graph. The root CID, a kind of master hash, represents the whole file. Now I told you why we use Merkle tree, because it's used for verification. Okay, it's used for verifying a large set of data, because there are a lot of transactions, and if there's a single bit change in any of the transaction, the entire hash value gets changed. Okay, so that's why we use it for integrity, ensuring the integrity of the data. Okay, now when I was working with IPFS, okay, I got confused when they said that there will be a new CID for every chunk of data. So I thought I will be receiving multiple CID, but that's not the case, because they also use this Merkle tree. So I get a segregated CID. Okay. Now, like I told, IPFS totally works on peer-to-peer network. So chunks, or the hashes of the chunks, can be stored across multiple nodes. But again, I'm repeating this. Why anyone in the world will be storing someone's data without getting anything out of it? They must be getting some rewards or incentivized, okay, for the services they are providing to the world. Okay, so it was missing in IPFS. All right, so it was solved with Filecoin, because Filecoin acted as a economic layer. So that's what I've written here. But in plain IPFS, nodes don't have incentivized to pin or keep your data forever. Okay, if nobody pins it, it can vanish. You have to motivate people. Okay, and motivation can be given using incentivize procedure. Okay, this is where Filecoin comes in. Okay, now what's the Filecoin role? So Filecoin creates a marketplace for storage, a marketplace where the storage providers, they rent out, and the clients or the users around the world, they buy those. Okay, storage. So you, the client, make a storage deal with the storage providers or SPs. Your chunk are stored with multiple SPs, not just one. Okay, for redundancy and security. It's redundancy. What do you mean redundancy? It's a backup system. If you lost from somewhere, we have redundant systems as well. SPs lock collateral, their own file coins. If they lose or tamper with your data, they lose money. So they'll not be getting file coin, okay, until unless they are proving themselves that the data they have kept with themselves are safe, okay, and it's not being tampered with. Once the deal is completed, I went back, okay, to, let's say, retrieve my data. The deal will be over, and then after that, they will be getting their collateral back. Okay. So this is why they have kept, so that it provides a security to the users and a method of proving the service providers, or sorry, the storage provider, that they are acting honestly here. Okay, so they will not be getting money. Now, proofs for trustless storage. Okay, so here IPFS uses two consensus mechanism, guys. First is known as proof of replication, and other is known as proof of space time. So they are using these two consensus mechanisms. Okay, so you don't need to trust SPs. We don't have to trust the storage providers. We have to trust the Filecoin system. Okay, so instead Filecoin forces them to continuously prove they still hold your data. And how will they prove it? They use these two consensus mechanisms. So first is proof of replication, or which is known as 4REP. So storage providers, they proofs they stored a unique encoded copy of your data. They have to prove, they have to give proof that we have replicated your data with themselves, and they have to show it timely also. Okay, second is proof of space time. They also have to give a proof that they are doing this work from a very long time. They are not new. Okay, so it creates a surety in the eyes of the user that they are really safe. People before have stored the data with themselves, it's really safe for them. So this proof of space time proves that. Okay, so you can read it here. Storage provider proves over time, every few hours, that the data is still available. Your data is still available. Okay, and previously they were really credible for that as well. All right, these proofs are submitted on chain on the Filecoin, and anyone can verify them. Okay, so this is how they create a trustless storage system. All right, so you don't have to trust a person or again the storage provided here. You just have to trust the technology, and that's why I say it again. Blockchain says that it provides trust in a trustless environment because of the technology. Okay, not with the people. All right. Now, how users will retrieve the data. Suppose later when you want the file, you give the root CID. I'll enter my root CID. IPFS network finds which peers or storage providers have those chunks. The chunks are fetched or verified hash check and reassembled into the original file. Filecoin has a retrieval market too. Retrieval providers get paid small fees for serving chunks quickly. So there are other parties here which are known as retrieval providers. Okay, they get paid small fees for serving chunks quickly here. All right, so you guys can see you are not storing somewhere. It's on a decentralized space and you are getting hash. Okay, you are getting a hash of it. Okay, so it's not openly stored somewhere. All right, now if you guys can see this diagram, so on the left side we have data owner. Data owner will upload the file on the cloud storage servers. Okay, now this cloud service stored in web 2 are directly storing the photo, or let's say any data of yours. Okay, but here it's different. So instead of storing directly on cloud servers, it is linked with IPFS. Okay, so it will initiate the system. Okay, once all these nodes will store the data of this user. Okay, and also this user will be getting hash back. Okay, so you can see it here, upload hash in the cloud. Now this cloud will be visible to the user. Now that the user can just take a screenshot or just copy that CI, because it's really important, because that's the only way you can retrieve your data. That's the only way to retrieve your data. If you lost your CID, you will lose your data. Okay, so always remember to store your CID secure. Okay, now if they want to download the file again, they have to mention, or they have to input this CID again, and they will be getting the data back. Okay, so this is what IPFS system works like. Okay, it is a distributed way of storing data. All right, this is citation, and thank you. Okay, so that's what IPFS is, a very prominent blockchain project that I have came across. Okay, Okay, I'll take some questions here. Let me just. Nilesh, who gives the guarantee? See, again, Filecoin gives the guarantee because it uses consensus mechanism. Okay, it uses consensus mechanism, 4 and I'll say the full form: proof of replication and proof of space time. Okay, and also that token they will be receiving, okay, will be locked up as till sorry they will be locked up till the deal is over. Once the deal is over, they will be getting their rewards. Before that, they will not be getting. Why? The reason is, again, suppose if I got incentive, I'll just just run away from that. I'll just delete the data. Okay, or I just can delete my node. Okay, so the user's data which is stored in my computer, it will be lost again. Okay, so this is not we do here. So once the deal is over, the lockup period will be get over and I'll be receiving the file token. Okay. Is it also distributed more than one SP will have the same? Yes. Yes, it's because we have to provide redundancy as well. Suppose if a node fails to provide data, there's another node who can provide that as well. Okay. Is CID also used in smart wallet? Smart wallet, can you expand it more? Yes, I'm not getting you. What about the speed of accessing? What about the speed of accessing? I think I have to look their website. I'm not able to recall it. But again, it is done by another party, which will be getting reward from it. Yes, exactly. You have to pay for it. If you want to store your some data in a decentralized manner, you have to pay the storage providers with the file coin. Okay, so they need some fees for it. Okay. Yeah, Vinod, so it's peer-to-peer is bit slow. But again, it's not storing the entire data, so it's just a hash. Okay, so it makes much faster as compared to the other peer-to-peer network. Right, sir. Again, see, right now, if I say my Google is full now. Okay, so I had to buy it. Okay, but yeah, it's cheap. Also, Filecoin is not that expensive. You can Google it. It's not that expensive. But the thing is, it's on a decentralized network. Okay, it will not be get corrupted. It will not be get corrupted. I'm not sharing it right now. I'm not sharing it. Okay. Okay. Similar to, sir, your diary which you showed us, which contains all the Solanas. Yeah, CID can be act as a private key. It's not we don't call it as a private key. Okay, but it's useful because it's necessary to retrieve the data if you want to retrieve the data. See, just another name of hashing, hash value, Karthik. Okay, because now it is associated with IPFS, so they have renamed it to content identification ID or content identifier. Okay, so every content has its unique data, which is the same concept that we have learned in the hashing. Okay, see, the only what matter here is that you are storing it on a decentralized network. Okay, if suppose if you are storing it on centralized system, if there's a failure, if there's a single point of failure, you will be losing your data. But I guess they have redundancy system as well. Okay, but again, it should be stored in a secure way. If you guys remember the Aadhaar card data, sorry, Aadhaar card, millions of Aadhaar card data got leaked from the government's database. Okay, so it's also on a centralized system. Okay, all right. Now there's another project which is by the name Helium. I want you guys to look on it. Helium.
Sir,
It's also
screen is not visible, sir.
yeah, I'm not sharing it right now, ma'am. I'll share it. I'll share it.
Yeah, okay, no issues.
Okay, so there's another project by the name Helium. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. Just find out what are they doing. It's a very interesting project as well. Helium. Let me check if I'm pronouncing the right name or not. Yeah, it's Helium blockchain. Just Google it. Just Google it, Helium blockchain, and let me know what you understand from it. Yes, yes, yes. Can you explain it a bit more? What do you understand by it? What are the problem they are solving? Dr. Vinod sir, Nilesh. And Dr. Vinod sir, like you said, it's the retrieval is really slow, but the thing is it's really fast. Okay, because it is separated. Okay, they have another, like I told you, they have a separated marketplace for retrieval. Okay, for that they have another party which is known as retrieval providers. Okay, so they do the work very fast. Looks like a decentralized network which you can carry anywhere. Okay, no, not exactly. The Helium network powers two distinct wireless networks, a global LORWAN network for IoT devices and a cellular offload Wi-Fi network for mobile connectivity. Wireless gateways called the hotspot, operated by the Helium community, provide the coverage for these networks. Hotspot owners are incentivized with the Helium HMT token for providing coverage and handling wireless traffic. Okay. Helium is a decentralized wireless network for the Internet of Things devices like sensors, trackers, smart meter. Instead of big telecom computers, regular people run the network using small low power devices called hotspot. It fits in one of the use case. Okay. Tell me more about it, Nilesh. What use case you are talking about? It runs on Solana on blockchain. I don't think so. It's a separate blockchain. I'm not aware of that. If it's based on Solana or not. No, it's unmuted, Seema. Am I not audible? Am I not audible? Just let me know. Okay. Seema, I guess there's some problem with your network. Okay, Dr. Vinod sir is sending me a document. Let me just see this document. Yes, it's based on Solana. Right, so it's based on Solana. True. See again, the concept in a very easy language. Suppose if I have internet, okay, I have internet, okay, and let's say it's most of the time it gets, just give me a minute, I guess. Hello. I was not able to see myself. I guess I think it's important to let me know about it. I'm not able to see the chats. What's happening? But I'll just rejoin again. Hello. Am I audible? I lost all the chats. Yes, proof of coverage is the consensus mechanism, right? Is it a long range hotspot device which can use to access blockchain or no, not exactly just only blockchain or cryptocurrency. You can use it for your and you can use it for your I mean your daily life. Okay, using internet, surfing internet and everything. Okay. So Helium blockchain, again, it's a decentralized blockchain, okay, powered uh, to provide see, in a very simple definition, instead of relying on traditional telecom services, okay, like we have ISPs, okay, Helium uses a peer-to-peer model where individuals can deploy small devices that are known as hotspot here, and these hotspot provide wireless coverage, okay, and in return they earn cryptocurrency. Again, suppose I have enough internet, okay, which I'm not able to use it, okay, so I can create this hotspot using Helium blockchain. I can share my internet with anyone, okay, and then that person, suppose there's a person who wants to use the internet, okay, that is provided by this Helium node. They have to pay me, in this, and I think their token is by the name HNT, okay, so they have to pay me the Helium token, and they will be able to use my internet from it. So this is what their idea is. Okay, this is what their idea is. All right, but for that you have to buy their hotspots. It's like the device, the Wi-Fi routers we have, right? So this is same here. Okay, we have to buy it. All right. So if you visit their website, wait, I'll show their website. It's a really good website. Yeah, so this is their website. Now they have two options. Okay, black is different and white is different. See, bring your existing Wi-Fi hardware to Helium. Okay, so this is their hotspot. You have to buy it. I mean, if you want to become their node, so you have to buy them. Hotspot set your internet free. Helium isn't just a network; it's a movement. Each hotspot is a beacon of change, challenging on an industry built on high prices and poor coverage. Powered by people, not corporations. It expands access, proving that connectivity can be fairer, stronger, and truly belongs to everyone. Okay, not to Idea, Airtel, but it should be for everyone. See, mobile hotspot we have. Okay, we have IoT hotspot as well. Convert your own. Bring your existing hardware to Helium through self-serve or your Plus program. So let's go for this mobile hotspot. Try to understand what they're doing here. Indoor hotspots are great for filling an indoor space with Helium mobile coverage. Ideal locations are restaurants, shops, and gyms. Outdoor hotspot. Outdoor hotspots create outdoor Helium mobile coverage. Like we have public. Wi-Fi's, okay, but they are not safe. Ideal location are plazas, stadiums, and city streets. If you want to learn more, just visit the website. Okay, you will understand everything what they are doing. Okay, see, only $249. Hotspot on HNT when they join the Helium network and provide local connectivity to Helium mobile subscribers. Optimized for indoor performance, this hotspot keeps subscribers seamlessly connected in a variety of venues such as gym, cafes, and shops. Okay, so this is the main idea. So I want you guys to look at it, okay, on how exactly it works, okay, on how they are getting the internet, okay, how these hotspots are getting internet. Okay, so if you want, I think Dr. Vinod sir has attached a link that talks about, yeah, this is the link, right? So I'll be sharing it again. Just go through this document, try to find out how exactly they are working. This is your homework for today. Okay, the migration happened to Solana on 18th April. All right, it's like a private wallet which you just have to pay in crypto. Yeah, right. You have to pay in crypto. They will be converting into public Wi-Fi. I guess not exactly public Wi-Fi, but a place where we have a lot of crowd. Let's say they have taken example of stadium. Okay, it should not. We cannot say it's a public because public, I guess, it's free. Here it's not free. You have to pay some helium tokens to use it. Okay. All right. So just go through this project. Okay, on how exactly it works. Okay, then only we'll be able to understand it. Now, when I talk about these concepts, okay, like Filecoin or Helium, we have other concepts as well. Okay, there's a blockchain who sells solar energy using blockchain. I don't know what's the name of it, but there's a blockchain who uses solar energy in a decentralized manner. Okay, where everybody will be getting the access of it. Okay, so this all these concepts are known as DePIN or decentralized pin. So I want you to look all the projects that are related to this decentralized pin or DePIN. Okay, so a Filecoin it comes under DePIN. Okay, this Helium comes under DePIN, decentralized pin. All right, so go through this topic, decentralized pin. Try to find out projects that are out in the market that are live. Okay, two I have already mentioned. Okay, third one, try to find out what this solar plant is. Solar on blockchain is. Try to find out this one. See, decentralized pin or decentralized infrastructure. Okay, it's a providing storage in a decentralized manner. It's a infrastructure, a distributed infrastructure. Okay, so they have named it as a decentralized pin or decentralized infrastructure concept. Okay, similarly to Helium. Okay, providing hotspot, a decentralized. You are creating an infrastructure, right? You are creating an infrastructure which totally works on in a decentralized manner. So that's the concept, decentralized infrastructure or DePIN. Okay, just go through this. Try to find out many projects as you can. Okay, and learn about them. What are the problems they are solving? Okay, because blockchain blockchain is assumed that it can solve every problem, but that's not the right case. That's not the right answer to it. Okay, blockchain can only solve that problem where it really fits. Okay, so it's just a myth that it can solve every problem. No, that's not the right answer. All right. If you want to implement something where you want transparency, where you want ownership of the data, okay, at that time, it's really good. All right. Or suppose you want a data that has to be temporary, not for its entire lifetime, then you don't have to use blockchain again. Okay, because blockchain is immutable, it will store data every time and for infinite time. Okay, so try to look at these projects, they are really interesting, deep in concepts. Okay, or I'll give you just 5 minutes, try to find out at least five such deep in concepts. Pin means infrastructure, like we have pin, right? I have pin of my area. Okay, you have pin of your area. The pin code, what is a pin code? Okay, yeah, exactly. Infrastructure, place. All right. So try to find out. I'll give you 5 minutes. Try to find out at least 5 projects that are built on DePIN. Okay, I'll also look for it. You guys also look for it. Yeah, PIN full form is physical infrastructure network. Yeah, the same thing. Infrastructure, physical infrastructure network. Helium network is on the top, and then okay, you guys also find it. I found this website. You guys can also look at it. Okay, I'll share the screen. So if anybody has any doubt, they can just go through this. Okay, so this is what they're defining DePIN is. A decentralized physical infrastructure network bridges the gap between blockchain digital capabilities and real world infrastructure, such as energy grids, wireless networks, and decentralized data storage system, which they are directly telling us about IPFS or the Filecoin. The DePIN concept uses tokenized incentives to reward contributors who power these physical networks with their resources, creating a distributed, secure, and efficient infrastructure. Okay, so they are bridging blockchain capabilities, which is making data secure, having ownership of something with real world infrastructure. Okay, all right. So increase adoption, deepen solutions are now being explored in industry like energy ecosystem, EV charging networks, and IoT device management, showcasing their ability to reduce cost and improve accessibility. Okay, but for this you have to understand the projects. Okay, on how exactly they are doing. Innovation by leaders. Projects like U2U Network are developing modular EVM compatible blockchain solutions tailored for DePINs, enabling faster and more secure transactions. Okay, so I can give this as an assignment for you guys. Okay, this is your assignment. Try to find out or try to see on how exactly DePIN is occupying this blockchain space. Okay, because this is again, I was reading a document. This is the future as per the document. Okay, so try to find out on how exactly it is really efficient. Okay, because I'm still having some doubts. Okay, because it's really tough to manage in a decentralized manner. Okay, but let's see. Okay, the role of hardware decentralization. Helium network now broadcasting over 335,000 subscribers to its Helium mobile service. It exemplifies how decentralized wireless infrastructure can scale rapidly while rewarding the individual contributors. Now they are removing the need of ISPs. Okay, the idea, the Airtel, the Geo, they're removing all of them because they want to create a decentralized network. But how they are providing the internet, this is what we have to see. Okay, so I guess if I'm a node, If I install one of their hotspot in my area, if people are using it, okay, if people are using it, they are not using Airtel or let's say Jio, so they instead of paying there, they are paying on Helium, and I'll be getting reward. Okay, so I guess this is what their idea is, but try to find out how exactly they are working. Okay, so that's a good website, or if you find any other website as well, you can just attach it in the chat box so everybody else can also see it. Oh yeah, this is one of the project internet computer ICP. Okay, then we have bit tensor, then we have render, we have discussed what Filecoin is, shieldium. Okay, then we have this, the graph, theta network, Arweave, Jasmine coin, helium. Okay, grass network we have, IoTex we have, I think it's for IoT. Okay, challenges you can also read it, just go through this document. All right. Oh, they are great projects. All right. Are there any e-commerce applications like Amazon for which just you have to pay in crypto? Yes, I don't think so. We have right now in India, we don't have. Okay, but I guess abroad we have such concept where you can use crypto to pay there. Okay, but India, I don't think so. We have any e-commerce platform. Okay, I don't think if it's regulated or not. Like Amazon, Flipkart, they are credible, right? I don't think so. We have something related to cryptocurrency backed e-commerce. E-rupee. E-rupee. So you're saying CBDC is also a concept of DePIN? This is what you're implying, Nilesh? Yeah, yes, we can say it. Yeah, paying using e-rupee. Yeah, this is, but again, we cannot call it as a crypto. Okay. It's a regulated form of crypto. But yeah, I think Yash is trying to say from other decentralized form of crypto like Bitcoin, Ether. Okay. We can combine two blockchains. Sorry. See, if you want to integrate your fiat money with crypto, there's a project, again, a very interesting project by the name Ripple. Okay. Again, a very interesting project. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Use infra on one and pay using other. That's right. That's right. Okay. So just go through just, okay. Yeah. We have Starlink as well. Hive Mapper, Arcane. Okay, Dr. Vinod sir has sent a website. I'll share this again if you guys are not able to see it. This is the one. All right. Okay, now let's take a 10-minute break and then we'll be covering some blockchain concepts, okay, that are remaining still now. And we'll meet around yeah, 8:23 we'll meet, okay? Shall we start now? Is everybody back? Shall we start? Okay. All right. Now let's talk about layers of blockchain. Okay. We have seen types of blockchain, permission and permissionless and permission blockchain, or public blockchain or private blockchain. Now we'll talk about layers of blockchain. Okay. So layers are differentiated into three: layer 0, layer 1, and layer 2 blockchains. Okay. Let me just share my screen. All right. I think everybody is here, right? I'm starting. Okay. So if I go to the table of content, we have discussed till here. Okay, types of blockchain. Now we'll see layers of blockchain. Very important topic. Okay, so I'll click on that. So first layer is known as layer 0 blockchain, or the foundational layer that encompasses the underlying infrastructure of the entire blockchain network. It helps to create custom blockchain. Okay. Now, before that, before understanding what layer 0 is, let's talk about layer 1 blockchain. Layer 1 blockchain are the blockchain which provide you with everything. Just focus here right now. Okay. Okay. I think everybody is here now. All right. See, when we talk about layer 1 blockchain are the blockchain that provide you with everything. They will provide you with everything. Okay. They will provide you with their decentralized network. They will provide you with their consensus mechanism. Okay. They will provide you with everything. What you have to do is just use them to create your decentralized applications. They have their own currency as well. Everything. The network security will be provided by them. The decentralized network is of them. You just have to create applications on the top of them. That is the example of layer 1. Okay, examples: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Algorand, and Avalanche, Cosmos, Filecoin. Every blockchain that I have named, or every blockchain that helps to create smart contract, okay, are no not okay. I'll take this line back, that are used to create smart contract. That's not the line, but yeah, every blockchain that provides you with everything. You just have to create applications on it. Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is directly we can use it. We don't have to do anything else there. Okay. Algorand we have, then we have Avalanche, we have Cosmos. Okay, there are a lot. There are a lot. I cannot name many of them. Okay, so everyone is known as layer 1 blockchain. Even Cubic, that blockchain that is capable of handling 15.5 million transactions per second. If you guys remember, I showed you their website. Okay, so they are known as layer 1 blockchain. Okay, let's read the definition. Layer 1 blockchain refers to the base layer of the Ethereum itself. It includes the core protocols and consensus mechanisms and functionality like decentralization and security. Everything will be provided by them. Okay, you just have to create applications. Example, Ethereum and Bitcoin are layer 1 blockchains. Ethereum's layer 1 provide a secure and decentralized platform for running smart contracts and decentralized applications. So that is known as layer 1 blockchain. Now, what if I tell you, okay, what if I tell you there are some blockchain that will not provide you with everything? Okay, they'll provide you with some features, okay, with some features like to create your own blockchain, or let's say you create your own application, but you have to create your own network from it. Okay, you have to create an entire network for it. All right. So that is known as layer 0 blockchain or the customizable blockchain, where you can decide what you want, what consensus mechanism you want, what network type you want, everything that you decide. That's why layer 0 is known as custom blockchain. You create your own custom logic or custom blockchain from it. Okay. So layer 0 is the foundational layer that encompasses the underlying infrastructure of the entire blockchain network. It helps to create custom blockchain. Biggest example is Polkadot. Polkadot. I'll create a PPT and I'll attach it, okay, on LMS. Okay. Polkadot is an example of layer 0 platform that enable different blockchains to interoperate and communicate with each other. So layer 0 act also like a bridge. We suppose there are two different blockchains, okay, but we have to bridge them. We have to communicate between two different layer 1 blockchain. Then we can use layer 0 blockchain for it because it's a customized blockchain. Okay, so that is layer 0 and layer 1. All right. So that's the difference between both of them. Okay. All right. Now I'll take an example. I'll take an example. Okay. So please listen to this very carefully. Suppose there's a library, guys. There's a library. Okay. There's a library and I work there. I work there. Suppose Mantave works in a library. Okay. Now my work is to take some books at a time and store it in the shelf, or I arrange them in the shelf. So I had a capability to take only 10 books at a time. That means librarian gave me 10 books. I handle those 10 books and I arrange them in the shelf. Okay, just listen to this very carefully, guys. Okay, what I do, I take 10 books at a time. That's my capability. I cannot go beyond 10 books. Okay, I take 10 books from the librarian and I store it in the shelf. All right. Okay. Now suppose after a while, many readers came, or let's say there are more engagement in the library. So what librarian said that Mantavya, now you had to take more books at a time because people are coming here. They have to read. We have to arrange the books very quickly. So you have to take more books at a time so that the system becomes really fast. But what I said, no librarian, I cannot do it. I don't have the capability to scale myself. Listen to this word carefully. I don't have the I don't have the ability to scale myself. That means I lack scalability. I lack scalability. What do you mean by scalability? When I don't have the ability to scale myself as per the demand. Okay. So as per the demand, I'm not able to scale myself. So that is known as scalability issues. That is known as scalability issue. Okay. Now let's translate it into blockchain. Now, when I said this library, assume it as Ethereum. So this is the Ethereum network. Okay. Now this is the problem with Ethereum. Ethereum has scalability issues. Ethereum cannot scale itself. Okay, so Ethereum was introduced in 2015. We have seen they did a ICO, initial coin offering, but there was always a problem with Ethereum. When there was a more user engagement, there were more transactions. They were not able to, okay, they are not able to scale themselves. That's why it became really slow. Okay, and then and also expensive as well. It's also expensive. Ethereum is really expensive, guys. Okay, it's really expensive. Also it's slow. Also it's really slow. Then experts came up with a solution to help layer 1 blockchains. Listen to the very carefully, guys. Now experts around the globe, they came up with a solution for this layer 1 blockchains. Okay, they came up with some solutions that are known as layer 1 solutions, and those solutions are known as layer 2 blockchains. Those solutions are known as layer 2 blockchains. Okay. Now I'll take an example which is of Polygon. Polygon is a Indian company. It's a Indian blockchain. So you know what their main idea was? Their main purpose was to solve Ethereum scalability issue. So you see, a Polygon, a blockchain, was made just to help layer one blockchain, which is Ethereum. Just focus on words right now. The Polygon was made just to solve the problems that were in Ethereum. Okay, so now I'll take the library example again. Okay, now Mantave, who works in a library, I'm the core member. I'm the core member of Ethereum. I'm the core member of a library who only takes 10 book at a time. But as per the demand, I had to take at least 20 or 30 books at a time. So that's the requirement. That's the requirement of company now. It's a need. It's a need, I'll say. Okay. It's a need, I'll say. Okay. Now, suppose there's a third person that came to library who is, let's say that person is not the part of that library. He said, or he or she said that Mantav, I'll help you. I'll help you by taking 30 books at a time. Okay, I'll help you by taking 30 books at a time. And still he is not a part of the library. So now Mantav is taking 10 books at a time. And that person, let's say that is Dr. Vinod sir. Okay, now Dr. Vinod sir is taking 30 books at a time. Now we are bundling them together and we are storing 40 books at a time together. Okay, now you imagine this doctor, I mean, the Dr. Vinod sir is Polygon. Polygon came here to solve. They came here to solve the problem of scalability in Ethereum by taking most of the transactions off chain. Off chain. Now we have two concepts here: on chain and off chain. I'll write it in the chat box. On chain and off chain. On chain and off chain. On chain means directly on the chain. That was Mantave doing because Mantave was the member of it. But when a person who is outside the network, they are taking the books with themselves and then they are again storing. Okay, so this is known as off chain because they are not doing it on the chain, they are doing off the chain. So Polygon is taking the transactions off the chain from Ethereum, okay, and then bundling it back to Ethereum again, Ethereum blockchain. So that is what layer 2 solutions are. So layer 0 customizable blockchain, layer 1 they provide you with everything, but they provide you with everything, you just have to create applications on them. Third is layer 2 blockchain that were formed to just solve the problem that was related with layer 1 blockchain. Now you must be thinking, sir, what are the layer 2 solutions for Solana algorithm? So they are not. There are not because Solana algorithm uh, are scalable enough. Okay, they are really good blockchain, so they don't need a help of any other blockchain. But Ethereum is really old. Okay, so for that there were various layer 2 solutions evolved. All right. So I'm thinking you must be guys getting it. So Avalon don't need the help of layer 2 blockchains. Solana don't need, Algorand don't need, Cosmos don't need. Okay, yeah, Cubic don't need, and there and many others. Okay, but still we need some. It similarly we have layer 2 solutions for Bitcoin as well. I want you to guys Google it. So this is your second task for today. Okay, try to find out what are the layer 2 solutions for Bitcoin. Layer 2 solutions of Bitcoin. Okay, so these are known as layers of blockchain: layer 0, layer 1, and layer 2. Okay, examples: layer 0 we already discussed Polkadot. Okay, I'll explain what Polkadot is. Okay, I have a word file for it. I'll share it with you right now. Layer 1 Bitcoin, Ethereum we discussed. Layer 2 Polygon. Okay, layer 2 Polygon. All right, now Polygon had different features as well. Okay, Polygon ZKVM, Polygon sidechain. Okay, all right, so we'll be discussing it as well. Okay, any doubt in layer 0, layer 1, and layer 2, just let me know. secondary, how L2 is helping, like I told you, Nilesh, they take most of the transactions offline. Okay. Okay, I'll take an example. Again, the Ethereum and Polygon example. Ethereum is really expensive, right? And most of the I mean, if Mante was a part of Ethereum, so it was on the chain. On the chain, so there it's really expensive. If I create a smart contract, or let's say anyone create a smart contract directly on Ethereum, it's really expensive because the fees required is really high. Okay, but now if you use Polygon, okay, if you use Polygon, which are the layer 2 solutions for Ethereum, they take most of the transactions off the chain. Okay, they take most of the transactions off the chain. You on Polygon, okay, and it's much cheaper as compared to Ethereum. So I always say try to understand try to code on Ethereum, and then if you really want to stuck on Ethereum, try to build Ethereum projects but using layer 2 solution. Okay, so use Polygon to create projects on Ethereum. Okay, so Polygon fees is different. Polygon fees is much lower as compared to Ethereum. So what you are doing is you are combining two things. You are using Ethereum security and decentralized network, which is really important, and you are using Polygon for less fees. Okay, so this is how guys you can combine both of them, because see, when we talk about EVM, Ethereum virtual machine, so they are compatible with other blockchains as well. So Polygon is EVM compatible. Okay, so there's a link where you can connect both of them. You can create project on Polygon and directly deploy on Ethereum using Polygon fees. Okay, or rather than layer, it can be era of blockchain. Could be, yes, right? Is this a secondary blockchain? Uh, no, it's not a secondary blockchain. It's not a second. Yeah, they are known as side chain. This is what you can say. They are known as the side chain of layer one. Layer two are known as side chain of layer one. Layer two are known as side chain for layer one. Okay. You can join, Nilesh. You can join. I don't say that you cannot join the main blockchain, but the thing is, it's the expense. Yes, and also it's really slow. Okay, but Polygon chooses another way. Okay, it chooses other way to do it. All right, it's like your destination is final, but you are choosing a second route from it. Suppose there's a road. It's really congested. It's really congested. Okay, there's a lot of traffic from it, and there's a toll off from it. Okay, there's a toll also. So you are getting really slow as well. Also, you have to pay a toll. Now, suppose there's another road. There's another road. Okay, which is different from that road, obviously. Okay, now it's mostly free, it's really large, so you can use that road, and the thing is the destination will be same for the both road, so that the new road that you see, it's Polygon, and the old road that you were traveling from is known as, it's the Ethereum. It's stored in Ethereum only. They are stored in Ethereum only. Okay, see, if you are using Polygon for Ethereum, the transaction will be stored on Ethereum. If you are using Polygon just for creating application, okay, because right now you can use Polygon for creating your own solutions as well. Now they are evolved. I am talking this, I think, from the perspective of 2018 to 19. Okay, right now you can use Polygon. It's a very good blockchain. It's really less fees. Now they are also compatible independently. They don't need Ethereum only now. They are independent now. You can use them to create your own decentralized solutions as well. It's much cheap. Okay. Yes, you have to pay in the Polygon fee. Polygon has their token POL. Okay, so you have to pay in that. Okay. Examples of layer 2 Polygon. Polygon is the prominent example. Another task I have given for you. Try to find out what are the layer 2 solutions for Ethereum, for Bitcoin. Okay, you will find various layer 2 solutions for Ethereum as well. Okay, it requires fees. It requires fee. You have to pay in Polygon fee. But storing, block storing, is it free? No, it's you are. I mean, it's not free. You have to suppose if you want to pay someone that needs fees. If you want to create an application that again needs fees, okay. So fees is always reduced. Okay, your data is immutable on Ethereum. All right, but block will be stored on Ethereum. But block storing, is it free? No, it's not free. Yeah. See, if you don't have to pay in Ethereum, I think this is what you want to say. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to pay in Ethereum. Yes, yes. Ether. All right. So again, I'll take this. I think my screen is visible. Let's read about layer 2. So layer 2 solutions are built on top of layer 1 blockchains to address scalability issues. They enable faster and more efficient transactions by handling most operations off chain. The new road, the new road. Okay, not the old road which is congested and have the toll. Okay, now it's the new road. Okay. For example, Polygon is the prominent layer 2 solution for Ethereum. Polygon improves Ethereum scalability by processing transactions off chain and then bundling them back onto Ethereum layer 1. Told you the destination is same, but you have two roads now, the old one and the new one. Okay, so Polygon is the new road. Okay, back onto Ethereum's layer 1. This allows for higher transaction throughput and lower fees. You now have to pay lower fees on that as compared to Ethereum 1. All right, and I think that's the reason Ethereum is not getting that no, it's not getting up. The reason is again was first reason it uses inflationary model that it can create in unlimited ether. Okay, second is now there are various good blockchains out in the market that people are preferring. Algorand, then we have Solana. Okay, because they are really cheap to use. Okay. Okay, as it's new, what happens when it's old? Sorry, I'm not getting it. What happens if it's old? See, Polygon uses delegated proof of stake algorithm. So it's really fast. It's really fast. Okay, it's really fast. But yeah, see, it all depends. When Bitcoin was there, when Ethereum came, so people said, wow, Ethereum was really fast. But when new technologies came, so we realized, oh, Ethereum is really slow. So there will be a time, like I said, you cubic blockchain, cubic. They have the power to do 15.5 million transactions per second. 15.5 million transactions per second. So when they are into market, oh, just give me a minute. I have to plug in. Yeah, so I was saying 15.5 million transactions per second. Dr. Vinod sir said about a project, Jumbo Block. It's an India-based blockchain. They are also capable of doing millions of transactions per second. So right now, we are assuming Solana is really good, 6 to 7,000 transactions per second. I was really amazed when I was into Ethereum, and then when I got to know about Solana, 6,000 to 7,000 per second transaction per second. I was really happy. Okay, so it's all about the time. But when I read about cubics, there are 15.5 million transactions per second. So again, it's again, it's all about the time. Okay, so when cubic will be really famous, okay, it's really famous. So we'll find Solana or Algorand really slow as compared to it. Okay, how much is Bitcoin? Solana is 6 to 7K. No, I think it's more than 17,000, I guess. Bitcoin is around one crore, above 1 crore rupee. It's right now 95 lakhs 86 rupee. You can see it here. See, 95 lakhs 86,637 one Bitcoin price. Okay. Yeah, Solana is 6 to 7. Bitcoin is really slow, guys. It's I think I have told you, right? It's only 7 to 10 transactions per second. Really slow. Okay, but yeah, there are other options like I told you, layer 2 we have. Yeah, we have layer 2 solutions for Bitcoin. They are providing much faster approach. Okay, even there this is something, there's a concept by the name lightning node. Okay, I'll discuss it with you guys. So they have also the power to do it more. We have that's the task I have give you guys. Okay, try to find out what are the layer 2 solutions for Bitcoin. Okay, and this concept which is known as lightning node. Okay, so that also provides a bit fast transactions on Bitcoin. Okay, all right. Any other doubt, guys? Any other doubt? Just let me know. Okay, I have to share a document. Let's read about Polkadot once. Okay, so you guys able to understand what I'm trying to say. Polkadot is also a very good blockchain. I really like it. It's one of the best blockchain I have seen. And after a lot of research, I invested into it. But the thing is, again, people don't like good ideas. We have Nilesh. They are not known as secondary chain, but they are known as side chain or layer 2. Okay. We have. So that's the task. You have to find out what are the layer 2 solutions for Bitcoin. That's the task. That's the task, Nilesh. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, I'll share my screen. I think my screen is visible. Is it visible? Yeah, I think it's visible. All right. So I have taken an example, a hypothetical example to understand what Polkadot is. Okay. Okay. Like I told you, Polkadot has the capability to make independent blockchain. Suppose Polkadot is a main blockchain. Now using that, you can create multiple independent blockchains. Okay. So now we've created two blockchains by the name AgroChain and AgroChain and MediChain. Okay. Okay, imagine we have two independent blockchain projects. A blockchain created for farmers to tokenize and trade agriculture produce. It has its own token called Agro token. Okay, MediChain, a healthcare data management blockchain. It has its own token called Med. Okay, we have two independent blockchain. AgroChain is a different blockchain and MediChain is a different blockchain. Okay. Now, both AgroChain and MediChain want to benefit from high security. They want to have a fast consensus and the ability to communicate with each other blockchain. Instead of building all of this from scratch, they decide to become para chains on Polkadot. Now they don't want to create everything from scratch, creating a bridge, okay, finding a solution how we can link two different blockchains together. So instead of doing all this thing, they decided to become para chains on blockchain. Para chains are the independent blockchains, okay, that are created on Polkadot. It's like a plug and play system. Have you ever guys seen plug and play system? Plug and play, just plug and play that. Okay, suppose there are two, yeah, USB. Okay, suppose there are two wires I have, and there's a central hub or a decentralized hub which is known as Polkadot. So if I want to connect two different blockchain, I'll plug them into Polkadot. I'll plug two different blockchain into Polkadot. Okay, so these chains will act as a para chain. They will known as a para chain. Para chain. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, both agro. Yeah, I have read this. Now, step by step working. Building sovereign blockchain. AgroChain and MediChain are developed using Substrate, a framework by Polkadot that lets team build custom blockchains easily. Suppose agro chains has different rules and procedures because it's used by farmers, so they must be having different rules and procedure. Similarly, Medi chain is for healthcare, so they must be having different set of rules and structure. Okay, so that's why they have said you can use this substrate, which is a framework by Polkadot, and can create your own custom blockchains easy. Now, as I told, each chain has custom rules, data structures, and tokens. Agro and Med, respectively, both have different tokens. Now, connecting to Polkadot. Connecting to Polkadot, which is known as relay chain. See, relay chain is the main chain, which is the Polkadot, and all the independent blockchains are the para chains to this relay chain, which is Polkadot. Okay. So both blockchains connect to the Polkadot relay chain by becoming their parachains. Okay, this means they lease a slot on Polkadot. That's a very interesting thing, guys. This is again a proof of consensus. Suppose I want to connect my blockchain to Polkadot, I have to lease a slot on Polkadot. Okay, once I lease a slot, I'll be participating chain. Okay, so this means they lease a slot on Polkadot usually by participating in parachain auction. So we have something which is known as parachain auction. Shared security. Now agro chain and med chain, they don't have to rely on the security because now they are connected to Polkadot, which provide them a shared security. Now both chains inherit the security of the Polkadot relay chain, meaning they don't need to bootstrap their own validator network. Now they don't have to create a different validator network for every chain. Suppose validation network, I mean the validators for agro chain, a separate validators for medi chain. We don't want this thing. Now when we are connecting it to Polkadot, there's a shared security and share validator nodes. Okay. Validators on the relay chain verify the blocks of agro chain and medi chain. Very important thing. Validators on the relay chain verify the blocks of agro chain and medi chain. Consensus and finality. The relay chain handles consensus, like I told you. So agro chain and medi chain don't need to worry about finalizing their own blocks. They don't have to worry now. Okay. This results in faster finality. See, finality means when the transaction is finally stored in the blockchain. I told you for Bitcoin it is 60 minutes. 60 minutes. For Ethereum, I guess it's 14 seconds, I guess. Yeah, 14 to 30 seconds. Okay. All right. So you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about the finalizing of the block. This results in faster finality and less overhead for both chains. Okay, I have to discuss something with you guys. I'll do it tomorrow, which are known as the blockchain matrices. Here we'll see this concept of finality, threshold value. Okay, we'll cover this tomorrow. Now, fifth point, cross-chain operability. Very, very important. Just focus right now here. Let's say a farmer on agro chain. A farmer or agro chain wants to pay a healthcare premium on Medi chain using agro token. Farmer in the agro chain is having agro token, but he wants to pay a healthcare premium that is on Medi chain. Okay, so now Polkadot has this concept which is known as XCMP or cross chain message passing. Okay, so what will happen is using XCMP, agro chain sends a message to Medi chain via the real chain or via the relay chain or the Polkadot. Now Medi chain receives the agro tokens and processes the payment, even though it runs a different application logic. Because of this cross chain message passing, it's possible now. Okay, so let's see a summary. AgroChain, a sovereign blockchain for farmers with its own agro token. MediChain, a sovereign blockchain for healthcare with its own Med token. Relay Chain provides security, consensus, and cross-chain communication. XCMP allows AgroChain and MediChain to talk or transfer assets to each other. Okay, so let's take the key takeaway, and then we'll be finishing of the session. Polkadot acts like a hub. It's like a hub or the relay chain, connecting multiple custom spokes of the para chains. Each para chain is independent but secure and interconnected with via the relay chain. Okay, I didn't got the diagram of it. Okay, so that was the easiest example to understand on how exactly Polkadot works. So I'll share this document. I'll create a PPT for it as well. Okay. No, Nilesh, though they don't like it. They don't act as a layer 3. No, they are layer 0 blockchain because you don't have anything for them. Okay, you have different validator network, different value the consensus. Okay, there's nothing which is fixed here. Okay, like in Ethereum. All right. Yes, exactly. Or not just Polkadot. If you guys look for Cosmos or Avalanche, they also provide this concept of creating independent blockchains. Because see, right today today the tomorrow's topic is blockchain bridges. So you will see it's really hectic to connect two different blockchain together. It's a really hectic task. Okay. So now what these blockchains are providing a good solution for it. That why to create create different blockchain but inside a same ecosystem. So this Cosmos also have this concept of creating parachains, but they don't have the parachain name of it, they have a different name. Similarly, Avalanche has the ability to create independent blockchains. Okay, any doubt? White labeling, so it's a framework to instead white labeling, I mean, so it's a framework to instantiate a new blockchain. Uh, I'm not getting you, Nilesh. GitHub uses their own blockchain. No, I don't think so. GitHub uses their own blockchain. I'm not aware of that. I'll see. Have you read it somewhere, Pawan? Oh no, it's not based. It's not based on blockchain. XLR chain based on Cosmos. Okay. See, the main motive is to make blockchains interoperable with each other. Okay, which in the blockchain field it's really difficult. But now we have the concept of blockchain bridges. Okay, which is again a hectic process. Okay. Yes, exactly. You don't have to set up anything from scratch. But yeah, if you are creating XLR, let's say XLR chain, okay, then you have to create everything. You have to create a validator network. You need to choose people for it, right? And then you have to create set of rules and procedures again. So again, it's an entire system you have to create, which you'll not find in Ethereum. Okay. Any other doubt? Any other doubt, guys? No doubt? Okay. I guess let's end the lecture for today. We are good to go. Okay then. Good night, everyone, and let's meet tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your informative session.
Thank you. Okay. I'll take Pawan's purchase protocol. I'll discuss it. Okay, I'll discuss about it. GitHub uses Merkle tree, but not blockchain. Okay, thanks, Nation. Watchers protocol, yeah, just go through it. Just go through it. It's an interesting project. We'll discuss it. Okay, we'll discuss it as well. Okay, they had a very interesting project by the name Luna token, a Luna project. But I think it's not there right now with them. But it was one of their main project which they removed. But I'll tell you their story. It's a very interesting project. Okay, so we'll discuss it tomorrow. Okay, I think because most of the people have left, so we'll discuss it tomorrow. Okay, good night, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So, dear students, please mark your attendance without any fail. So yeah, we are good to go. We'll wind up. We'll meet again by tomorrow at 7 p.m. Thank you all.